North Korea launches second missile this week to protest neighboring military exercises, demands world stop noticing them. North Korean state media announced Wednesday that the country had successfully test-fired another ballistic missile, its second in under a week, as a measured and proportionate response to the aggressive and hurtful joint military drills planned by South Korea and the United States. Supreme Leader Kim Jong-un, speaking from an undisclosed location that may or may not have been a bunker stocked with imported cognac, expressed deep disappointment that the international community continues to overreact to his country's perfectly reasonable weapons testing schedule. "We are a peaceful nation simply expressing ourselves," Kim said through an interpreter who appeared to be reading from a teleprompter while sweating. "When our neighbors schedule large-scale military exercises right next door, the only rational response is to launch a multi-stage ballistic missile capable of reaching major population centers. Anything less would be passive-aggressive." North Korean officials stressed that the launches were not provocations but rather constructive feedback. One senior official compared the missile tests to leaving a strongly worded note on a neighbor's windshield after they parked too close to the property line. Western analysts noted that the timing coincided with reports of widespread food shortages and energy blackouts inside North Korea. When asked whether the regime might consider redirecting resources toward feeding its citizens instead of refining rocket fuel, a North Korean spokesperson replied that such suggestions were culturally insensitive and failed to center the lived experience of a nuclear-armed dictatorship. The United Nations Security Council is expected to convene an emergency session to issue a strongly worded statement expressing concern, followed by a lengthy debate over whether the word concern is too judgmental. Several European diplomats have already begun drafting language that condemns the missile tests in the strongest possible terms, while also acknowledging the complex historical context and the need for dialogue. Meanwhile, South Korean officials confirmed that their upcoming drills would proceed as scheduled, prompting North Korea to warn that any further provocations could force them to launch a third missile for the sake of regional balance and emotional closure. Kim Jong-un closed his remarks by inviting the world to stop staring and start listening. "Every time we launch something, you act like it's a big deal," he said. "Maybe if you just ignored us, we wouldn't have to keep doing this."